Hello everybody, welcome to week 11 for a multimedia discussion board post on training and developing. Today I will be outlining the 5 topics that I chose, which was motivation, feedback and positive reinforcement, work group development, formal education, and lastly repetition and active participation. For motivation, in the text, it explains how motivation becomes a principle for workers to be eager to learn but also seek out opportunities. For this reason, especially in the training environment, it is a great factor in order to apply this type of feeling to these workers or to our workers as well, just to enhance an important skill set, but overall just give that feeling of motivation in order to meet out goals that are expected or at sometimes required. One quote that I really like to lean on against is the "Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end you are sure to succeed." So for this one, the article that I found exemplifies the topic of how to drive employee motivation and performance with training. So within this article, it just emphasizes motivation as a key point factor for improving the work environment, especially in organizations that are shifting to new skill-based opportunities. These opportunities can become trainings, new software updates, just overall new requirements in order to enhance the department. It just outlines the impact of motivation that has on employee performance and how it strives through these processes are able to enhance just a better job satisfaction, and overall just continues for our workers to learn and grow. The second topic that I chose was feedback and positive reinforcement. I believe this is another important factor, especially depending on the department you are trying to create. It just consists of a lot of rich culture, again, a lot of recognition and overall growth. In the text, it explains how training and learning are enhanced by feedback, and it just takes immediate action when it comes to doing your work, but it also overall creates a constructive criticism, whether if it's good or bad, a constructive learning that will give back correct goals and overall again correct feedback. The article that I chose for this one, it's very interesting. I did really enjoy it. So it's called the Give More and Better Feedback. So this article, it introduces a framework for delivering effective feedback. For effective feedback in the workplace, the methods introduced in this article are context, are strength, it's the area for improvement, and lastly a way forward. It's overall that I've seen that it's a method that's designed to make feedback more constructive, more specific, and again more actionable. Moving forward, the next topic that I chose was work group development. Another important factor when you're trying to get engagement and overall just a sense of, comfortability as well around your workers. So for work group development, the text explains how work groups often need help in working better together, and I do believe this is highly accurate because there's a lot of workers that tend to just work alone, or again a lot of workers tend to be shy, depending on the age demographic as well. But overall, the topic that I chose for this one is it's all about teamwork. So this article, it discusses how effective leaderships teams perform even the most effective individual leaders. It creates again this collective behavior such as collaboration. It creates the trust and as well as accountability, and overall just the clear decisions when making just collective efforts, and again collective learning, and overall it just ensures that growth that is needed in order to just push forward and achieve the goals that are intended within either the organization, department, or what is expected of you. Next, it's the formal education, another additional topic that I chose to be an important factor. For formal education, again, it's just the idea of having somebody that knows the concept, that has experienced the concept, but as well as has wherever organization they acquire the concept, they put it forward into the workplace. And again, it just makes in a better satisfaction, a better role of developed skills, and just creates an enhanced part in the working environment. The article that I chose for this one was actually a journal, I believe, or a part of a text, but it's basically the Higher Education and Employee, a review. This article discusses again the evolving connections between higher education and the labor market. It discusses how higher education and employers have worked to align the idea of skill and knowledge learned in an organization, which is college, universities, community college, internships, anything of that sort. As a nature, a work has been transforming throughout the years, more skill-based areas that are required. Just having a formal education is important when training new employers, when training new assistants, in order to meet the level of skill in order to enhance the department as well. Lastly, the topic that I chose was repetition and active participation. So in the article, well, not in the text actually, it explains how most people do not retain complex information. They use a lot of the rules of three, and at times, in order to grasp the information that they are trying to achieve, or just trying to memorize. And the article that I chose for this one, is how to reinforce workforce training through repetition. So this article discusses the effectiveness of employees, employee development, the use of repetition to reinforce learning. It's been proven that enhancing retention and ensuring that employees not only understand the new skills, but also apply them over time, whether if it's through outside experience, through in your workforce field. Overall, it's just repetition doesn't only reinforce knowledge. It just helps employees apply what they learn in their everyday lives. That concludes my presentation along with the 5 topics that I chose. Thank you very much, guys.